Okay then, Helldivers, we are back. We've got loads to go over today. Hopefully you guys had an incredible New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. We are finally back after nursing that super democratic hangover, and we are now rolling back into normal schedule of content. So we've got loads to catch up on today, including the limited time stratagems finally gone and people's opinions. We've got a brand new cape to revise around you guys, which was a limited time and a super major success story. We're going to take a look into everything that is inside of the game today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, Instant Gaming, the platform where you can get your video games cheaper for PC and console with best deals, offers, promotions, and discounts, all running up to 70% off, especially in the new year. It's definitely worth rolling into some new games. Links in the description for that one. And if you want to get involved with that giveaway for super credits, we're announcing that one in the next few days, so make sure you get involved. Head down to the comment section and put in an eyes emoji, because we are now watching to see what it is that happens in the first quarter of 2026. That being said, let's dive into the game and see what's happening right now inside of Helldivers 2. So the new year is now over, the limited time event has now been eradicated, and we have now lost all 3 of our stratagems, with players missing that incendiary barrage. I know, I am 100% with you. And I was really praying and hoping that the experiments were going to be successful and we were going to receive them full told as a festival gift. Unfortunately, we did not. What we did get, though, is an awesome message stating that the Festival of Reckoning gift, in the spirit of generosity, gratitude, and vengeance, High Command bequeaths to all Helldivers who participated a seasonal cape to celebrate the end of this year's Festival of Reckoning. And we received the Reckoning's cheer, the beautifully red cape with a golden sword and Helldivers logo in the middle. Actually quite a nice and interesting looking cape for sure. And for a game that doesn't do in-game holidays, it looks extremely festive holiday mode. I absolutely love it. It looks absolutely incredible. Although there was a slight twist to this Helldivers cape, the Reckoning's cheer, as it was actually time limited. I don't think anybody was really expecting that. Not only that, but the time limitation on it was during the Festival of Reckoning. There's a surprise. It states right here that clarification from High Command is that the seasonal cape is awarded to Helldivers who participated in the Festival of Reckoning between December 18th and 31st. We thank all who took part in this year's celebrations. And this did have a positive spin to some people, although an extremely negative one to others, as it was pretty much only around 2 weeks time that you had to actually enter into it, and unfortunately it happened to be Helldivers one of their biggest dips inside of the game this year, and it's been actually a little bit of a shame, as many people were saying that it kind of isn't their fault that the game wasn't doing too well, and there was obviously no real reason to play, as nothing was actually added in per se, so they didn't manage to get the cape. I'm interested though what your opinion is on the limited time cape and whether it is that you actually got your hands on it. Let me know via the comment section below. I personally am okay with it. I think that limited time events and stuff like that are what make games live service, and these things happen all of the bloody time, so if you happen to miss it, it is a shame, but hopefully you'll be there for the next one. But we're moving into a major success, as we got a new success message right here while we await our next major order, at least at the point of recording. This Festival of Reckoning has now concluded, and the Helldivers have secured a net expansion of the Federation territory, warming the hearts of all citizens by spectacularly avenging the memory of the loved ones lost this year. Additionally, substantial experimental weapons data gathered during the Marathon of Retribution have been forwarded to the Ministry of Science for immediate application to future conflicts. With our borders expanded, our enemies are chastised, and deep stock clearing discounts wantonly capitalized upon. The Spirit of Reckoning has undeniably completed its intergalactic voyage, gifting each and every one of us with a seasonal bloodlust all good children deserve. We return to our daily lives with full hearts, empty magazines, and a reinvigorated commitment to the unyielding pursuit of peace. Which essentially concludes our Festival of Reckoning this year and takes us into what is the normality of Helldivers 2 yet again. Hopefully there is some big stuff due to come around the corner. We know full well that they've got a lot of plans for this year. As to what they are, we have no idea. Just giving you guys a quick run through of the Galactic War though, we've got to speculate what's going to be happening on the squids. As you can see on screen right here, we do have an interesting table, as we've got the Incineration Core making their way back in on the Talus sector and over on the Tanis sector, with 2 planets in particular of Vog Sajoth and Yalivar actually having those defense campaigns, with the Incineration Core running rampant. It appears that the DSS was going for the Gambit, though, with this one on the Lezaf planet, and this was going to be a double whammy. It could be a really interesting one if only players would get off of the other planets to go and liberate it. With a total of around 30,000 people playing right now, it seems that the automatons are in full swing, as many people are now starting to head over to Heath for the Rupture strain. Is an interesting play out. The only thing that we're unsure of right now is the Illuminates, which have no sub-factions, no main attacks, no real indication of new content, and this is probably the most confusing part of it all, as they are probably one of the most newest factions to join the rankings. What is it that will come this year? I want to know what your guys' opinions are in the comment section below, as I'm extremely intrigued to see where this will all go, as Major Truth made his way back in just for a short period of time at the beginning of December and has just slipped under the radar again after dropping in and being a super Earth spy for the most part. An intriguing one indeed, but hopefully this leads into the dissident truth that could be coming this January here in Helldivers 2. We're going to take a look at your top comments, though, to finalize the video, as the devs are now finally back and there is a new story building, and you guys can see it if you just look carefully. And we thought that we'd ask for your guys' opinions via the comment section below on all topics at hand. So if you want to get involved with the top comments from this video and feature on the next one, hit the comment section, put something relevant. The top voted will then feature into the next video. This one starts right here from Temporal. The limited it to snow planets because it's a winter festival Xmas themed world for the Festival of Reckoning. Now, I understand the theory of it, but the limited time stratagems were not just limited time. They were obviously limited to certain planets as well, which were snow planets. There wasn't really much festive about it. It would have been quite nice to have some more festivities on those planets, whether that be lights, trees, or just the way that it aesthetically looked. Yes, obviously it was more in the winter period, but they were already in the game files, and they're planets that we still have access to now, or at least that's my 2 cents on the matter. This next one stays right here from Dover Kai. I showed my brother the game the other day. He saw the flag and immediately assumed it had a buff of some kind. He also thought it was ridiculous that it didn't do anything at all, and that's, I think, the biggest question with regards to the one true flag, is if you brought somebody who doesn't know the game in and just told them that this is the one true flag, they'd think that it did something more than, well, poked people and tickled them with the fabric linings of the flag itself. A bit of an interesting one, and hopefully they do manage to look into what it could potentially do, as space magic is definitely there, and to say that they don't want space magic in the game is a little bit naive, that's for sure. And this one stays right here, coming from Magma, that I hope the 2026 will come with more story progression and more war bonds, because 2025 was the year of optimizations, and it definitely does seem to be the case. The game has been up and down and down and down, and it's had some really questionable points throughout 2025. Hopefully leading into 2026 we should have a bit more of a positive spin-off on what it is that the game actually brings. I'm hopeful. Hopefully you are too, and fingers crossed the developers don't let us down this year. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button, subscribe, post notifications turned on. Thanks again for watching, guys. I appreciate you all, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.